Hi Aries, welcome to a message for you for August 2020. This is not the only, this is just a message. Hopefully something you need to hear right now. Full disclosure, I did a full reading and didn't have the recording on. That happens quite a bit. But what was showing there was that you had been waiting for, it could have been for money, but it was you waiting for the right thing to be done for you to finally get paid back. Or if it wasn't about money, this was you finally or wanting to find someone that could finally reciprocate what you give, friendship, relationship, work scenario. And instead of waiting, it was time to accept the reality of it and to spend some time by yourself. If that means fully let go, then okay, but it showed you needing to withdraw and to contemplate your future options instead of just staying put and holding on to that and waiting for that one thing to give to you. It was like, okay, let go of that one thing and be open to anything that can meet you at your level. So that was that. Okay, all right. And then that's as far as I got. So that was going to jump. 2 of Wands. That's options and choices. All right, Aries. What do we got for Aries? Everything else you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. If this is about you and a person, this could resonate with theirs or your moon, rising, Venus sign also. Hanged Man, that was there in the last reading. It felt like this was about surrendering or submitting and accepting the way things are and letting go. You're needing to let go of something. Maybe you're trying to, and it's just like, oh, this is slow going. 2 of Cups. Judgment. So 2 2s. Okay. That's 3. Ace of Cups. Strength. That could be Leo. 6 of Wands. All right. Where's the little guys at? Oh, here we are. Okay. All right. So, there we go. Ace of Pentacles jumps out. Nice. Look at that. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Strength. Good. You are worth waiting for. You're worth the investment here. And it's not about the first offer that comes along either. So what are we talking about here? Yeah. You are magic. What's this 2 of Cups about for Aries? This 2 of Cups. 9 of Wands. Okay. What's this Judgment about for Aries? This could be Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cancer, or Scorpio. So Sagittarius, Cancer, or Scorpio. This could be Pisces, Leo. What's this Judgment about for Aries? All right. Yeah, you gotta let it go. This is kind of doubling down on the last reading. It could be that you're still bitter or angry about what you last devoted your friendship or love or attention, time to, and you've been holding on to that for quite some time, and it's keeping you from kind of absolving yourself, of forgiving yourself for it, and moving mountains, being the magician that you are. This could be Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. You're no slouch here, and yet you've been kind of held back because you're still holding on to a past grudge from a past relationship or past connection, or something that you really believed in that you feel betrayed you, or you're just like, well, you know what, I don't ever want that to happen to me again. So what's this Ace of Cups for Aries? High Priestess. Yeah. Yeah, it's about listening to your emotions. What's this Strength? This could be Pisces or Cancerian. What's this Strength card about for Aries? So here's the thing. That you're holding on to something that doesn't require your attention any longer, and if anything, it's holding you back. So for the Aries that I'm reading for, you're quite intuitive, and part of the coming full circle with this is forgiving yourself for not listening to yourself sooner, and I'm not blaming. It's just the way it is. That's that last bit that we have such a hard time letting go of when we come full circle with something. And what's showing here is why I'm talking about this. What's showing here is when you come full circle with something, you realize that you knew intuitively what was going on all along, but you still acted against that or thought, well, maybe, like you still rationalized it somehow. And this was saying, you know what, you need to go with your gut. That's where you're at your strongest. That's where you can move mountains, is when you are looking at the past to inform the future in that sense. And you're looking at it with the sense of learning from it. So learning from the past to be able to move boldly into the future. And this is about, after having learned from the past, letting that be part of your intuitive guidance, your inner guidance that you give to yourself to make you feel quite strong and sound, especially in the area of what you want to connect with. So basically, let the past inform you and go with your gut, because this is about you having not done that, and that's the last bit that you're holding on to that you need to forgive yourself for. We all do that. We all want things to work out, and we all go, you know what, I'm going to give it one more try. We all do that. It's fine. It happens. And that's just the last bit. So as soon as you get over that, you'll be able to move on. And it's going to take time. So this is just, it's going to play out. But this is the last bit though, so don't worry. You're almost through it. It's just you're kind of beating yourself up and you need to stop it. Because we all do it. It's just the lesson here is to not beat yourself up for doing that, but to look at what you did and why. Because at the end of the day, it was a wish for love and connection. It was a wish to get your wish granted. That's what you hold on to with this, that wish, not feeling stupid and not wanting to not let your guard down. This is knowing how powerful you are and how much love you have to give and how truly you can move mountains, and you're quite the devoted friend, partner, worker, whatever it is. You have integrity about what you commit to. You need to hold on to that and remember to lead with that. And instead you're kind of balled up and restricted and kind of beating yourself up and all inside your head, and you need to not be. You chose poorly. That's it. We all do. So when you're ready to let it go, and I get it, a lot of times it doesn't you don't let it go, it lets go of you. I get it. 6 of Wands. Victory. Victory with friends. Dare I say with wise counsel from friends. It's going to take as long as it takes. You need to come full circle with this and forgive yourself and acknowledge how strong you are. And maybe that's why you wanted to stay longer than you should have, because you thought you could fix it. You thought you could help. You thought you could do some benefit to it, because you can. I mean, look at this. This is no slouch here. But with what happened, there's a point that you need to go back to remember when you knew it was to your detriment to stay in the situation. You knew that this is where I have to check out. You just didn't want to, and you stayed. So essentially, it feels like you were complicit on some level in your own betrayal, like you did this to yourself type of thing. And that's usually the last thing everybody gets hung up on, is that, oh my gosh, I did this to myself. Yeah, so what? We all do. We all want to think the best of people. We all want to think that we can help something, that it'll work out, all that. It's okay. So when you're ready, you're going to let it go, and you will. 6 of Wands. Let's see. Yay. Feeling that connection like you should and where you should. Being with those that support where you're at and are going to aid you in victory. And this is victory coming out of that kind of gnashing around and that frustration and grappling with something. And sort of letting your guard down and being willing to look at really what is that 5 of Wands, clearing the air, getting it all out. And it might be hard to look at and it might be bothersome, but stop blaming yourself. Start there. Everybody wants to believe the best in everything, and we might stay longer, we might do, but you know what, it's just because you wanted something to work out or you wanted something. Where's the crime in that? You know? There's no crime in wanting to think the best of someone, or it's just that when you overlook the other stuff, it makes you complicit in your own betrayal sometimes. I knew it shouldn't. I knew I should have left. I should have. This is knowing in my gut, but I stayed anyway. Well, that's okay. Preserve that. preserve that strong gut intuition feeling, knowing what you should do and when, and having a sense about something. Honor it. That's where your power lies. Highly intuitive. You can move mountains. That's energy is being, it's like caging an eagle. It's being pent up because you're mad at yourself. And you're not going to let anybody get close to you. But don't worry, that gets transmuted. You just got to let it run its course. And it is. You're almost done with it. And then you're coming into a time of acceptance and kindness and feeling, but it's not dating. It's not with anybody else. This is probably has to do with business and finding friends through business. But you need to remember who you are, that you have a lot, that powerhouse, that the innovation and the ideas to some degree is caged up because we're all kind of caged up right now. But you're keeping people who could be very helpful and beneficial to you at arm's length in the name of trying to sort something out, but really what you're doing is just beating yourself up. And you need to stop doing that. You have people around you that are waiting to help you, but you're not letting them, probably because you're hurt. And that's going to run its course. And like I said, the last step is self-forgiveness. I'm not kidding you. We all go through it. But then we've got you coming out of it, and we've got friends helping you. So I like that. That was for Aries. But you gotta let go. And part of that letting go is letting down the guard, because that's the last final hurdle. We got a couple of 9s here, and it's driving you nuts, but you're still like being stubborn about it. It's okay. We all are. That's for Aries. That's for Aries. Speak your truth. Have you not been? Have you not been sharing how you feel because you don't want to admit that you were played for a fool? That if you do, it jeopardizes this. You don't have the relationship. So go ahead and be honest about it. It's not, well, I shouldn't say you don't have it. I think you've pushed it away, or it's outside of you. This is not something you're currently involved in. You've pushed them away. So perhaps if you do want to reconcile and you do want to offer forgiveness here, you've either got to let go of the issue or you've got to let go of that whole situation, quit beating yourself up. Maybe clearing the air maybe that's what leads to this, is clearing the air with that person, because maybe you've been secretive. So this is about whoever it is. It doesn't have to be a romantic love, but you've been keeping how you feel to yourself. And if it's not safe to do that with this person, this is about talking to friends about what's going on and looking at it honestly and going, you know what, I just don't like the way this happens, or every time I do this and they know it bothers me and they still do this, or I'm just not happy at this job. You need to admit, I hate to say admit defeat, but just, this is about speaking honestly and authentically about how you feel about something. Because therein lies the forgiveness and the reconciliation, if not with yourself. So maybe this is about you getting back together with your person that you kept at arm's length because they've hurt you. Whatever it is, that needs to be reckoned with and acknowledged. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you stronger. Because in admitting that and saying, look, this hurt, or, however that is, everybody's on notice, including yourself. Because how many, are you going to keep telling someone, you hurt me? No, you're going to get sick of hearing yourself say that. So it puts you on notice too. Like, okay, I've told you how I feel. If you do it again, I have to go, because I will lose self-respect if I don't. I've told you, and I've heard myself tell you out loud, I'm a fool if I stay, if you keep hurting me. And that's, again, where all the kind of, maybe the anger is, and not forgiving yourself, because maybe you did say that a lot and you still stayed, and you're just like, oh, I was complicit in my own betrayal. Everybody does it. We all do it. That's how we learn. Unfortunately, people can tell us this till you're blue in the face. But when you live it, then you go, oh, yeah, I remember that. I did that too. So if this is about forgiveness, to bridge the gap between you and your person, and then you two are on the same footing again, you feel emotionally connected to them. But there's a lot of things being pent up here that it might behoove you or do well for you to tell the person to bridge that gap. If it's not safe to, if you're done with them, because you do have them at arm's length, you have everybody at arm's length, tell somebody you trust. so you can get through it and process it and move beyond it, because you've got victory and feeling connected and feeling like you're among friends and you worked through something at the end here. So this gets transmuted, which is nice, but are you with the person or not? Don't know. This is either about forgiving yourself or forgiving a person, and then you two feeling connected again. Maybe you do both and you're just not with them. Maybe you do both and you are with them. That's for Aries. That's for Aries. Let's see. Two of Raphael. So, oh boy, Two of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups. So here's the thing. I think this is probably some kind of something triggered. Is this a new love, or is this someone that you felt pretty strongly about? And I think this is memories from the past. Something's happened, memories from the past, and it's made you feel like, oh my God, I can't. And whether you can or can't, you do need to reckon with speaking your truth about it. You do need to, because this is standing up for yourself. If it's not safe to do so with that person, then you need to talk to somebody, because you have got to acknowledge how you feel about this. Otherwise, you're gonna stay in a crappy situation, keeping someone at arm's length to try and win the past when this was done to you. You're gonna try and have efficacy in the present situation that has nothing to do with the past. You can't go back and change it, but in an effort to not want to accept, oh, this is happening to me again, you'll stay in it, but not let someone get to you. I mean, it's a kind of a upside down type of dynamic, but it's almost like trying to right the past by staying in an abusive situation in the present to show mastery over something in the past and go, look, I learned from it. I can play this game too. That's not worth anything. You're just hurting yourself. You know what I mean? So the thing is, if this is somebody who's hurt you, you need to speak about that and let that inform your decision. Are you going to work it out with this person? Or is this about you checking out and withdrawing in the name of self-love and moving forward? Either way, it's going to require strength on your part and friends to help you with this, because you're feeling devoid of connection right now and it makes you vulnerable. I don't like that you beat yourself up though and you feel like it makes you weak. It doesn't. Consider that if you stay, it weakens you if you stay, because the sort of game playing or whatnot takes its toll, right? Two of Wands and Knight of Wands. Okay, so all right, this could be Leo. So Knight of Wands and then Two of Wands reversed. So this could be dating, or this could be finding someone that there's potential with, that you might have seen somebody that you want and you want that movement forward, but there's delays. It's a non-starter. This could be dodgy or spotty communication, and it's not just because of current events. This is someone that is being cagey, or that you felt has done something to you. It's not that they've just gotten busy, or this is a dynamic between you two that you feel done unto by something they've done, and it's hurt you, and you're kind of in limbo and dealing with it, trying to process it. But if you acknowledge that it hurt you, then the floodgates might open, and you're vulnerable, and so just know that reckoning with it is coming. It's just please don't beat yourself up. That just prolongs it. It could be that, you just say, I need you to know that this and this happened, or you don't, but you need to acknowledge what happened to yourself. You need to reconcile with what happened and be honest with yourself about this. Okay, all right. Oh, gracious, 20 minutes. Thank you for stopping by, Aries. I hope this was helpful. Okay. All right. You stay strong, and you don't have to put up with anything you don't want to. You're a powerhouse, and I think you might have forgotten that. So you need to remember who you are here. You get to be a part of what you want to be a part of. All right. Okay. Shushing. I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by, Aries. Much love to you.